Welcome, everyone. Noah here on the Dynamics Weekly newsletter and podcast. For the next month or so, I am interviewing class and session presenters for Community Summit, which is organized by Dynamic Communities and scheduled for October 19th to the 23rd in Orlando, Florida. And it is already the middle of August. We're recording this one on the 15th of August, so summer is already behind us. Kids are already back in school. October will be here in no time at all, so Summit will as well. And today, on our 54th interview, we have Fauwaz Hussain with us. Fauwaz, how are you doing today?
Hey, doing great, Noah. How are you doing?
Doing fine. It's been busy with these podcasts. 54 so far. There are so many presenters to keep up with.
I know I heard that
Hundreds.
you're a busy guy.
Yes. So, I mean, just this morning, I've done over almost 8 interviews, I think. So
That's
they are, but
amazing.
they're speeding by.
That's amazing.
So I am having a good time with it, enjoying it. I'm dialing in from Pensacola, Florida, which is on the Panhandle, and you are way over in the West Coast.
That's right. I am dialing in from Anaheim, California. I wish I could say sunny California because it's always sunny over here, but today is not as sunny as it should be.
Okay. I've been to Anaheim one time for Disneyland, like maybe 2 years ago. But that was a great trip. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Noah,
And I went to the Magic Castle.
I'm actually looking at Disneyland as we speak. Our office is in Anaheim. We're actually share the, for those who are baseball fans, we share our office parking lot with Angels Stadium, Anaheim Angels, our baseball team. And my
Uh-huh.
office particularly opens to north side where I can actually see Disneyland rides from here. So if I'm lucky enough to be working here till 9:30 p.m., I get to see fireworks from my window.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you're really looking up there.
I well, hold on a second. I don't know if it's awesome because you missed the part. If I'm staying here till 9:30 p.m., then there's
Yes.
something is not right.
I understand. Yep. It could be a late night. Yeah.
It happens a little bit
So,
more than I would like it to for it to happen.
yeah, but great location there for you. So, and you'll have quite a flight back to Orlando for that. But a little bit about you. How about we start the conversation about that next? I have you listed as Senior Director, B2B Sales and Strategy at Notice by Global Payments. Now, Notice is the name of the company, right?
That is correct. That is well. So
Okay.
Global Payments is the name of a company. We were acquired by Global Payments a few years ago. We're still going through a transition phase for naming transition. So this year, one of the big things you will start seeing from our team is we're starting to introduce Global Payments in our name, and probably by next year it will be Global Payments.
Gotcha. Okay. And you've been with them with Notice since the early years. So I think you said it's about 16 years with Notice.
About yeah, this is probably like a little bit old. I want to say it's approaching close to 17, almost 18 years now.
Yep.
Yeah, so and in other words, I've been with Notice pretty much since the beginning of Notice time. I joined the company when there were like probably less than 10 people here, very small business at that time. And at that time, we were a payment solution provider for Great Plains, one of early
Hmm.
Microsoft Dynamics ERP. And a fun fact about Notice is that Notice was not just not only that it's been around for a while, it was the first payment application ever built for Great Plains. It's been around since before Microsoft acquired Great Plains. We were under
Oh,
a company named McCorma. And when Microsoft acquired Great Plains, that's when we spun off from McCorma, and McCorma focused on checks and check printing, and Notice
hmm.
started focusing on credit cards and credit cards processing. So that's how our journey started back in 2002, I would say. I joined Notice right out of college, and it was a small startup at the phase at that time. I started from the technical side of the business. Over the years, worn many hats. I started from the technical side, joined our operations team, customer support, then transitioned into our customer service and account management team. Then got into sales, took over sales and marketing, continued to grow the business. 10 years down the road, we went through our first acquisition where it was a company called EVO Payments who acquired us in 2018-19 timeframe. At that time, we decided to continue to grow the business. So basically, EVO empowered us to whatever we've been doing, just start, grow and do better. So we expanded and we connected to all Microsoft platforms, along with some of the ERPs that we support. And then I want to say around 2023 is when Global Payments came. They acquired Evo, and now we're part of the Global Payments family. And Global Payments, a quick intro on Global Payments. Global Payments is, if not the largest by now, it's one of the largest payment companies in the world. And we are part of what we call the B2B and tech-enabled payments. So if you think about payments, Noah, they're if you break it down, there are two type of payments, right? Like payments that you collect from people, like payment that you receive, and payments that you make. So in your personal life, like payments that you make are like you pay your bills, you pay your mortgage, you pay your car insurance. But payment that you receive is the income that comes to you. So in businesses, receiving payments is called receivables, and making a payment out is called payables. So my team and my focus is primarily on the receivable side. And within that, as you can imagine, there's online payments, electronic payments, there's in-person, retail, point of sale. Global Payments does everything under the payments umbrella. My team, we focus primarily on payments that are enabled via online through the technology like a software, like an ERP enabled payments. Hope that
Okay,
kind of
awesome.
helps set that up.
There's a lot of stuff there about payments, and it's great to know because we all deal with that kind of stuff all the time with the organizations everybody runs, even the end user clients versus handling that for the partners as well.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And you mentioned that you do all the ERPs. That's included GP, AX, SL, NAV, Business
Correct.
Central, and F&O.
That is, and CRM and customer engagement, sales. So we started business with Great Plains, but now over the years we do all the legacy on-prem ones like the Great Plains Nav, SL, AX. But then we also have all the Dynamics 365 connectors, which also includes the CRM, which is Microsoft Sales, Business Central, F&O.
Okay. And you do have a session on Tuesday but we'll talk about that in just a minute. But the stuff here about your products and everything, you do have a showcase as well, I believe.
That is correct. That is correct. It's not yet listed. It's on Tuesday as well, but I think it's sometime like in the morning around 11, if I'm not
Okay.
wrong. It should be listed on the Dynamics Summit website shortly. And in that session, we will be talking about improving your cash flow by enhancing your accounts receivable processes. So as you can imagine, Noah, like AR is a very, very important piece for any business, right? Like
Definitely.
in a business, they say it's a heartline of a business. People don't realize, there's a saying that says in order to make money, you got to spend money, but people don't realize that in order to collect money, how much money we spend, how much time we spend, how many inefficiencies, and all the security related to it. So in our session, we will be talking about that as a Dynamics user. What can you do to secure and improve your collections processes for your company? We live in a digital age. And when I say digital, not just digital meaning internet and electronic, but also people are working from home, people are working remotely, people are digital nomads, and businesses want to enable their entire staff to be able to securely service their customers. Likewise, companies would want to make it easy for their customers to make payments, right? So having security is more important than ever. So in my session, I'll be talking about how can you collect payments from your customers securely and efficiently, and most importantly, how does that all tie directly into your ERP and your dynamic systems?
And do you think this is going to be like a 1 hour, or the showcase is 1 hour sessions?
Yeah, it's about an hour session. It
Okay.
is a really popular session. I mean, we typically get really good attendance in that. Like I said, collecting payments is a core, uh, you know, core
Yep.
focus for any business.
Yep. I can relate. It's big in our mind as all the time as well.
That's right.
So that is going to be maybe Tuesday. You'll have that. It'll pop up on the schedule as soon as you have that date and time ironed out with Dynamic Communities. And if it does pop up and you want to comment on the LinkedIn post for this, by all means, go ahead and add that anytime.
Absolutely.
You do have, and for that one, will you be doing it by yourself?
Yes, that one I'll be doing it by myself.
Okay. And then that afternoon on Tuesday, October 21st, you have a 3 o'clock session. The title of it is Top 5 Questions Everyone Should Ask an ISV. Ensure you work with an ISV that follows the rules. And that one, you are on a panel, I believe, right?
That is correct. This is going to be an awesome session. It's I'm in a panel with some of my dearest friends, very well-known people in the business.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany Allen, she's a former colleague, a dear friend of mine. She's with a company called Corpay at the moment. They do AP automation. And I've known her for many, many years. I want to say almost a decade. Bob McAdam is my panelist. Who does not know Bob? If you're listening to this, if you doesn't
I
know
know. I've
Bob,
known him for a
then
decade or more.
I actually, yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I met Bob since the beginning of my career. Bob has worn many, many hats. He's with Tasklet now.
Hmm.
And then Carol Livingston, and everybody knows Carol Livingston. Carol Livingston is also,
Yes.
she's worn many hats from partners, ISVs, and all. And she's going to be the co-speaker and I want to say almost like a moderator too. Um,
Okay.
and the topic, so we talk every year on different topics. For the past few years, we were really focused on debunking myths about what's happening with Great Plains. Is it staying? Is it going? So every year we would do customer surveys, and we would do ISV surveys and Microsoft interviews, and then we put everything together, all the research, and talk about, hey, what is happening? And it was incredibly popular session, like standing room only type of sessions that everybody was learning. But now, obviously, everybody knows it's very clear what Microsoft is planning to do with Great Plains. So we decided to come up with a new subject. So what we did is we got together. We're like, okay, so we're all have worn many hats from partners to ISVs. What is something that's really important these days? And that is that Noah, like if you can imagine, there was a time when Microsoft was really, really strict about, okay, well, because it was really hard to build an app, right?
Hmm.
What is a certified app? And there was a Microsoft, they were like certified for Dynamics listings and all that. So it was really difficult to be an ISV. But now everyone has a solution. There's so many ISVs, it's unbelievable. So it's becoming really important. It's really hard for customers to figure out, okay, who is right, who's not right. I mean, who are the real ISVs, who is not a real ISV? Dude, I mean, think about
Correct.
it. You can literally, with a couple of prompts on ChatGPT, you can spit out a software and then you can say, hey, look at this. I'm a software company. So here, exactly, so easy, and it's so easy to get into the ecosystem. If you want to buy if you're looking for a specific app for your business, if you go to the App Store, there's so many options to choose from, and it's becoming like a nightmare for customers to figure out how do we figure out what is a real ISV, what is a real solution? So
Mhm.
what we decided is we put this together that will help you think through these things, that will help you with, it will provoke thoughts in your mind on how to evaluate an ISV. What are the questions that you should be asking? How do you make sure that this is an actual proper business that has a real relationship with not just Microsoft, but also the partners and the ecosystem, and not just somebody who use a third-party outsourcing company or maybe an AI to build a software and call themselves an ISV, right? So those are the
Mhm.
things we'll be talking about. This is the first of its kind, and well, first time we're doing this, and one of its kind. No one has ever touched this subject, so we're anticipating good response and hoping to. Well, we're hoping to get good response for this, and we're anticipating a good crowd on this session.
I'm sure you will. So you got a great panel there. I've known and worked with Bob for many, many years, and I've known and worked with Carol for years as well. Tiffany, I have not met Tiffany yet, so I'll see if I
You're
can meet
missing
her while
out.
I'm down there at Summit.
You're
Yep.
missing out, bro.
Okay.
You know,
I'll try to contact her.
Bob McAdam has coined this term, which I tell Bob that um, he should patent it. It's called advanced networking opportunities, which basically means that, after our parties, uh, if Bob has coined that term, Bob is definitely the life of those parties. Tiffany is 100% the life of those parties
Okay.
too. So great
Awesome.
person. You've got to meet her.
Okay, I'll definitely reach out to her during these sessions and in person down there.
Absolutely.
So great session there, and the showcase as well. We'll look for the scheduling for that showcase session. And notice we'll have a booth as well in the expo hall, right?
That is correct. Our booth number is, I thought I had it. We have a really large booth. It's a 30 by 30 in the middle of the expo hall. I think it's,
Yep,
you have a booth number in front of you? I think I had
I've
it
got it.
somewhere
It's
here.
booth number 1421.
1421. That's right. Thank you.
Yep,
1421 30 by 30 is a massive booth in the middle of the expo hall. You can't miss it.
yes.
I strongly recommend come down. We're going to be doing some fun activities and incredible giveaways. We're actually giving away an e-bike, so
Oh, okay,
electric
awesome.
bikes. Yeah,
Yep.
so it's going to be at the booth. You should definitely come and meet the team.
So will you be there with a pretty good sized team that'll be doing other sessions and working in the booth as well?
Yeah, and this is something that I've talked about with on a lot of panels and podcasts and stuff. And I always suggest people that, when bringing staff, like we try to make sure that we got representations from the product side of the business. So we got some technical folks who go there to learn about, Microsoft's roadmap and align our strategy with Microsoft's strategy. Then we have some marketing folks who, from the partner marketing as well as from channel product marketing folks. We have sales teams, we have partnerships teams. So we have representation from all those teams. So we have a very decent size of crowd that we bring with us. So it's really beneficial for customers too. So when customers come to our booth to say hi, and partners come to say hello, they get to talk to anyone if they want, depending on what subject they want to talk about, right? So then this is a piece of
Yep.
advice I give all the other ISVs, the newbies, the new ISVs, especially like I think I did this with a session just last week with Cam over at Dynamics Communities and realized that my God, it's going to be my 15th or 16th summit. So she asked me, hey, what's one piece of advice? So obviously I say, make sure you attend, those advanced networking opportunities that Bob talks about, the after hour parties. That's where you build relationship. But also as an ISV, when you're deciding who you're going to take with you, make sure you bring your representation from product team, from your marketing teams. It's an incredible time for them to learn, meet. There's so many amazing sessions going on that they can learn from. Wealth of knowledge. So yeah,
Yes.
it's going to be a big team that we're bringing with us.
Awesome. And I mean, you do have some strict competition, some stiff competition in the expo hall for traffic, but you have really great placement. You're right in the middle. So on one side you have puppies, and the other side you've got pickleball. So you will have the good mix of people going back and forth.
Yes, Dynamics Communities has always been kind enough to, uh, allow us to choose a good booth at a good time.
Yep. And so for people who want to contact you before or after your sessions or before and after summit, do you have a preferred method of contact?
Yeah, absolutely. So my email address is fawaz.hussain at Global Pay. So it's sorry, FAUWAZ dot Hussain, HUSSAIN at globalpay.com. Otherwise, reach me on LinkedIn as well. I have a very unique name, just but with my first name, you should be able to find me, FAUWAZ. And you should be able to find me on LinkedIn. So, and I'm very active on LinkedIn in communication. So if you want to reach out, please feel free to connect with me. Would love to connect with you in person in Orlando.
Yep. Networking is a huge part of these conferences, in addition to the educational part. Education is fantastic. They bring together all these people coming in from all over the world, talking about all the different products that Microsoft is releasing and the ISVs are releasing in this community. So the education piece is amazing, but equally important is the networking piece. Going there, meeting people in person, being able to associate a real person, a real face with a email account or a LinkedIn profile. Networking, education, really big pieces of these big conferences.
I 100% agree with you.
Yep. And hey, I want to also mention that something else I noticed today on SummitNA.com is when you're going through and you're looking at all the sessions that are available, there is a button that will let you click and add that to My Show Planner. So it keeps track of the conferences, the sessions that everybody wants to attend, because there's so many. There are hundreds of sessions being presented. There's no way you can do all of them. But you can definitely use this tool inside the website to figure out the ones that apply to your situation most. So
That is a
that
very
is
good thing.
a great addition there. And by all means, go ahead and everybody do that early. Don't wait to do it the week before the week of Summit, because if you wait until then, there's so much stuff going on, you'll never have time to figure it out. So start looking now at the sessions and figuring out which ones you actually want to go to. All right, Fawaz, we are wrapping up the call here, but anything else you want to mention about your company, your sessions, your showcase, expo hall?
I think we had a great conversation here, Noah. Again, thanks for reaching out. Thanks for inviting me to your podcast. It's truly an honor. And for those of you listening, keep an eye on these type of podcast and information that's going around. A trade show is an investment, and you can make the most out of it if you do it the right way. And this is exactly the type of things you need to be involved in. Like, let's keep an eye on, what are people talking about it. So this can help you prepare for your, event better. It can help you have a successful trade show. And trade show is not just about, hey, I'm going to go and scan badges and come back with, right? I mean, it's about learning, networking, meeting old friends, making new friends along the way. We are very excited. In the very beginning, I did mention we are going through a massive transition in the company. Notice has been a brand name since the beginning of Dynamics times, and we're very, very honored to be part of Global Payments. Global Payments is an incredibly well prestigious name around the globe, and but most importantly, with this brand change, global payments has empowered us to continue to do what we're doing with a lot more resources and a lot more power. So this way we can serve our partners, our customers, our community better. We're still laser focused on enhancing our uh, business with Microsoft, with the ERPs we work with, enhancing our product. And We're going to be talking about a lot of cool new features that we're launching, especially because being part of global payments, all the things that we've been working on and integrating into their so taking some of their value-added services, adding into our product line, so this way you can take advantage of that. And most importantly, we're also launching some incredible new partnerships. We're very, very, very excited about it. So please come down to our booth, reach out to me. Would love to have conversations with you.
Awesome, Fawaz. Thank you so much. Been a great time speaking with you today. I will be looking for you down in Orlando in person. And if you get a chance while you're over in Anaheim and you see Mickey, tell him we all said hello.
I try to stay away from that area. There's little, especially you said we're in the tail end of summer, but it's still pretty crowded out there.
It is. It's always Disney always is. So, all right. Well, have a great rest of the summer, and I look forward to meeting you in person.
Likewise, looking forward to meeting you in person. Take care.